Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where I think this was purple, wasn't it? This is my concern here is that green seems like green may have declared war on purple and is taking purple stuff. So this means two things. Number one, it means that we really don't have time to mess with blue. We're probably gonna have to just trade for Diplomat's Mance. I've set up a trade, we'll look at it in a second, and we're gonna have to go right at them. Number two, this means that we might have more time than I thought we had as far as winning the game goes, because if green is feeling warlike and they just got a victory tech, they might have gotten Serum of Iteru. So good news is they may not win the game quite as fast as I was afraid of. Bad news is if they have Serum of Iteru, it's going to be much more difficult to actually defeat them. Just flat plus 50% life on all your units, plus the fact that, you know, they probably have better dust gear than we do. In fact, they definitely have better dust gear than we do, because we know they're higher level, higher tech tier. We know they're up 2 entire tech levels on us. Might make this war actually impossible, depending on how their units are built up and stuff. So, I figured out a deal for Diplomat's Mance. Basically, we can't get there with just one tech. So I have to trade 2 techs to him no matter what. And if we're gonna do that, then we're gonna get some stuff in return. Alright, so he's giving me a vision exchange. This will give me some information. It does look like... yeah, it looks like Purple does not have a lot of military strength right now, but Glenda is his capital. So hopefully he'll be able to hold out for a little while. And then we need to take our new Diplomat's Mance tech and... Oh, that's right, we can't negotiate for peace this turn anyway. We gotta wait until next turn. Unfortunately, we're going to have no influence left after making this trade, so I kind of need to focus people up on influence for a little while, I think. Because we're going to also need to have influence enough to make an empire plan happen in 7 turns. This is going to be rough. I don't know that this game is winnable from this position. I think I may have put us far enough behind that we can't pull this off anymore. Maybe they're not at war, though. If they were at war, would he have a Skyfin all the way deep in their territory? Is that like a useful thing to do? I don't know. Let's see. Let's get our truce over with and see if Blue declares war on me immediately. We're going to want to kind of figure out a deal quickly here, because I suspect Blue is intending to declare war on me. So as soon as it becomes actually my turn here, we gotta get this on the table and figure out what he wants. Oh, it's actually not that hard to sell him on this. I'll take that. Okay, peace. And he would like public granary. Buddy. You're gonna... Why is there a pearl term on the table with 0 as the quantity? What a strange thing. Hold on, you. I don't have time for you right now. Ententes and alliances has begun. Unfortunately, we do not have the ability to make alliances. Alright, so we're at peace with Blue. He cannot attack my units anymore. And now we need to get in the ocean and go. So let's see. This army has 3 Titans. We definitely want to merge up with this Marine as we move into the water. And we gotta sail across, and we gotta make this happen, like, immediately. We have no time to waste. We must go as fast as possible. So you get in the water. You guys also have to get in the water, but there's only 1 space available for that, which means you're going to be an entire turn behind, and there's not really anything I can do about it, unfortunately. Did we ever figure out where the region my faction quest wanted us to take over was? Nyleria? Don't think I did. I don't think it's in Blue's Empire. Nyleria. No, I think we still don't see it. Nope. Still don't see it. Man, I wish it would give you any indication at all of where this is. Right, the idea is that we've found some hints. Yeah, we found some hints to its location. We should get, like, a direction or... You know, it doesn't have to reveal the region to us, but I should know something. Alright, so we're going to meet green pretty soon. I'm kind of inclined to just give purple whatever they want, frankly. I love the fact that peaceful AI now like actually make deals with you. It's kind of like playing with another player, which is nice. So we only have we have 5 move in the water with this army. It's gonna be probably we'll meet green maybe next turn. We'll be able to make landfall the turn after. Okay, we can see their... Oh, we cannot see their unit stats, though. Okay, here we go. Here's an actual army. Dawn Officer 10. 719 health with 280 attack and 180 damage. Yep, we lose the game then. There's no way we can defeat this army. Are his Marines like that, too? We can't see them. But yeah, with 680 health, he absolutely has Serum of Aetero. What does that mean for us? How do we get out of this? This plan of just defeating him in a war. Okay, we go back and talk to the village. That's fine. This plan of defeating him in a war is perhaps no longer viable. I mean, we could try. Do we have to? Do we have to try? Like, can we win the game without military interference? What are the like initiative levels of his troops? 114. 123, so like way above mine, right? Yeah. Enough above mine that there's no amount of initiative increasing stuff we could equip that will make a difference. So, we have to defeat a force that has 3 times as much health, 2 to 3 times as much health as all of my units, with more damage and more attack, and that gets to go first. And they're going to be numerically superior. This is not doable, right? Okay, if we were gonna try to win the game without militarily interfering with him, what would that look like? We would have to push really hard for a science victory, or we'd have to, like, get Pink to declare war on him somehow. Yeah, science victory... If he took Serum of Aetero, his research rate is still going to be relatively low. Lower than it should be. His research rate is going to be relatively low, and his techs are going to be very expensive. So, if we focused in ourselves on just going really nuts scientifically, next turn we'll finish attack, and then we have to research 10 more technologies, and then we have to research the victory tax. There's no way I have time for this. This game might not be winnable from here. We might be too behind. He has Pragmatic Scientist. He has the Throne of Emperors as well. Yeah, it might be the case that I literally cannot win the game without breaking green somehow. But I don't see how. I don't see what the play could be. Is there any universe where we could... Oh, blue and green don't know each other, or they're at peace or something. I can't get blue to declare war on green. Oh, I can't get blue to declare war on green because I don't know them yet. Okay. I think what it is we have to meet green. We still have to send our troops over in this general direction. And we have to try to get the rest of the world to unite against him, maybe? I don't know how feasible that is. Yeah, there's no way into the water except right here. All right, we'll just wait. Yeah, I think that's the play. We have to meet green, and then we have to convince the rest of the world to go after him for the crime of being close to victory, which is the thing that the AI cares about, right? They can identify winners and have feelings about those people trying to win. Blue has a pretty large army. Not that I think blue could beat green, but blue and me together could maybe make a dent. Pink and green have no shared borders at all, though, I don't think. Pink is what I really want. Actually, we don't know what's going on over here. Pink and green fighting would be the thing that would be best for us. Unless green starts winning that war. But we can definitely throw some salt in their game and try to make sure that doesn't happen. Alright, a coalition then. I think a coalition may be our only hope. Yeah. All right. We're all friends now. We'd better be. Here we go. Okay, so let's talk about... Ooh, first of all, let's talk about launching that Titan Bone booster. We just got there. So plus 50% industry in all of our cities. Pretty good. We do not mine this fast enough to keep it running forever, but we can keep it running a significant portion of the time. Okay, let's talk about diplomatic situations. Green is currently at war with just purple. We have to fix this. Interestingly, blue is willing to do this for us. Blue doesn't really consider this to be a big deal. I'd also love to see your maps, if that was possible. And they'll do it all for the glory of the Empire. My empire, their empire, anybody's really. Hey, you guys, I know you love war. Oh, right, I can't... You can never make peaceful terms with them. They don't really do diplomacy. Okay. So we've talked blue into fighting. We are going to declare war, but we're going to try to wait until it's... until it looks like they're distracted, basically. You know what? This is just... It's just good. It's good when you can... Oh, we have a bunch of these. We have enough Hyperion to build a bunch of these now. It's just good when you can actually, like, interact with the other players. That's cool. What do we want to build next in the capital? I really want Imperial funding. We really, like, we have to pull people off of influence to make that happen, realistically. The thing is, I want Imperial funding because we want to be building toward Tier 2 Adamantian and Palladian weapons. So maybe we're close enough to it that it's not worth the build-up. Right, we go Brigade System into this immediately. So maybe it's not worth distracting myself from just, like, trying to build units, because we're going to need a lot of units. Yeah, just make me some guys. Remember, as soon as we have one city, we have a point that we can teleport units to try to hold that city. And then once we've established ourselves, we can push out on their other stuff. We're coming, Purple. We're gonna try to do something. Yeah, it's like actually engaging in diplomacy is a refreshing change of pace. It's not even necessarily like that, like, oh, just being able to do diplomacy is so great, but it's nice as a breath of fresh air because the AI were so unwilling to actually, like, communicate and deal with outsiders before the community patch. Even with the other AI, improved AI patch that was released, which was good, which I played with quite a bit before, it still was not really possible to get the AI to, like, be friends with you in a reliable way, which is always frustrating. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do with this dust. It might be the case that the best thing we can do with dust right now is to buy ourselves a combat hero. At this point, a combat hero probably means a support hero. I'm just thinking that it would be really great to get that early reinforcement flag skill. Oh, and this guy already has the first skill point in that direction. I don't know that a Draken... Well, army health boost is fine. It's not great, because we have access to the trinket that does this now, but... We could just try to pick up somebody who's actually good at fighting. Let me think. The next group of heroes we're going to see is on turn 121. I guess we could wait. We could just pick up an infantry hero. We could pick up a cavalry hero, since we're going to be facing a force that is definitely going to be archer heavy. Although they're going to have a lot of their own cavalry as well. Yeah, I mean, these skills are pretty alright. My feeling on this is that we should get Lord Keeper Masargaka. Equip this Lore Keeper and try to get to the extra reinforcement flag skill, because we can somewhat counter their superior stats and superior numbers on the strategic level by overwhelming them on the tactical level, right? If we can bring more units to each battle than they can, then we can maybe turn the tide in our favor. I'm going to go for it. This is the plan. To be clear, I do not know how we could possibly win. But we're going to do what we can. Also, what I have learned this game is that I should maybe be playing on I should maybe be playing on Impossible instead of on the other thing. Instead of on Endless for now. What do I want to make your weapon out of? Probably out of Palladian, right? We have so much Palladian. And we would like to lower enemy defense with it. And then you get the Dust Gear. Your attack really doesn't matter, so I definitely go Dust Helm over the other available helm. Okay, so this would be 363 dust. We actually can't put on any of the Dust Gear yet. We'll do that next turn. This guy, if equipped to this army, will still be in my territory at the beginning of the next turn, so we can finish retrofitting him then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but it has to be. So, here we go. It's a shame we can't talk pink into war. If we see stuff on this continent turning green, it might be time to just scoop. But yeah, like, the community patch as a whole has really breathed new life into this game for me. The strategies that we want to employ now are different. It still has all the stuff I like about Endless Legend, because it's still Endless Legend, but it lets me play it in a different way, which I really appreciate. I probably have gushed more than enough about the community patch over the course of this series, but it's just really good. Okay, I see enemies fighting, and maybe it would have been good to pay attention to what is happening over here. It looks to me like Blue's massing up ships, although boarding vessels against fire ships is not totally ideal. Oh, I still have closed borders with them, that's right. They didn't actually let me through. Would they be willing to? Could we make that happen? Ooh, they are not down. No, that would be very expensive. Let's talk about our Empire plan real quick here. So we are currently going to be able to afford this. To add the 30% attack to our units, which I would like to do, we have to get to 1,000. We have 4 turns at 140 each, so we will make that. We'll make it past 1,000. What is the cost of declaring war on green? 131. So that wipes out like a whole turn of progress here. So we would get 400. So we do not have enough influence to declare war on green and to get the Empire plan that we want. That said, actually, we don't have people on Dust anymore. So we can cut some of the cost of the Empire plan by doing that. And that we have enough influence to do. Okay. One thing that also we could do is we could try to get dealt into the war by another player and get some benefit from them for that. Just help us push through to, we get rare armor, so we can make armor out of mithrite. And then Advanced Harvester, Hospitality Den, Imperial Coinage, that would be good. We don't really need any of this other stuff, but it looks like he's kind of willing to just, wow, he would do anything. Holy crap. Well, we could slingshot ourselves into the next tech era with the declaration of war if we just had the influence. Maybe I should focus more people on influence. And we're a little bit better at generating influence than we have been in a lot of games because we have Glory of Empire in so many places, and it does increase your influence generation from people working. I kind of want to like really lean on this. Yeah, I think we need maybe like a turn or two here of literally everyone in the Empire focusing on influence, because we have to get into this war pretty soon, and when we do it, I want to do it by getting pulled in by purple, or green rather, because that's the only way realistically that we are going to be able to advance technologically at the rate that I want to. This is not so much a need thing. So like, what if we did just grab everybody in the Empire, put them on this? I know it's going to murder my troop development for a minute here, but it's just for a turn or two. Because we're going to have to declare war soon, right? And I am willing to not get the Empire plan if it means that we can get, 7 techs or whatever in exchange for Okay, 373, that's not bad. Yeah, if it means that we can get like 3 techs, or 7 techs in exchange for our declaration, it is definitely worth it. We should probably start building a Titan. Asimel's not even producing troops that slowly, all things considered. Alright, so we need this Titan and this Marine. One of them teleports to Ozdarcha, and the other one teleports to Vanaran. I hope all of these blue troops are headed to Greentown, because otherwise we're going to find ourselves in very rough shape. Oh, and Minavan also needs to be producing something. I guess let's start working on this. We have a lot of territory here, and quite a bit of it has science on it. We have some of that enchanted forest around here. Alright. I think we're probably not going to win. But we're going to give it everything we got. We are going to try. So you just need to get close. Green might close his borders on me. That doesn't really matter, I don't think. Yeah, I need to be able to see as much as I can. So we can see Green is fleeing from blue ships. You, I think, want to like hang out for a turn, because I want those other units to be able to join up. Right, I have like no money, because committing troops costs money. Well, that's pretty cheap. Huh. Oh, you know, I'm looking at this like, hey, it says 12 dust there. Why is it so expensive? But right, I'm paying for the difference in the industry cost between the two pieces as well. Yeah, I'm just going to have this guy hang out for a second. These two guys that just teleported down want to join up, and then we'll finish the retrofit. We're not quite ready to declare war yet, in any case. It's going to be a turn or two, probably. Come on, blue. Do some horrible, horrible things. Really screw them up. Really just ruin Green's day. So blue has great sea control. But he does not have fire ships. And that makes me a little nervous. Oh, right, of course, I just ran into Green's territory, not even thinking. Well, shit. I think we get replenishment in this territory here. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we can move away as soon as I hit the button. Back into blue territory where I cannot be attacked. I'm just going to go search this ruin real quick. They are after me. Yeah, okay, apparently I'm the only thing they're concerned about. Alright, ignore. They offered to trade that was not available. Yeah, I just was not even thinking, man. Alright, we gotta back up a little bit. Fortunately, my army is, or my navy here, is faster than theirs is. So like, if we go to there, they can't catch me. Three Marines and another Titan incoming. Okay. It's slow, but we'll get there. I can't believe I made such a silly error. No, I totally can, but I had to stop. I had to stop making such silly errors. And we actually have pretty good industry in some places. Okay. Hey, blue. You want to maybe do something about this? I see you have 8 units garrisoned in this fortress. Could you just swing in and help me out a little bit? Okay, green has taken Uska and Tame. So this would be a cool time for blue to make some headway. Any headway. Also, look at that. That region that we had to take for our quest is not in blue's territory. Nyleria. Nyleria. Is that the name of one of the direwolves from Game of Thrones? Sounds familiar to me. I can't quite play. I think that's what it is. Well, crud. Crud is what I have to say about this situation. So here, what happened is we did not correctly identify the victory threat early enough. and so we were not taking actions to stop them early enough. After they have researched Serum of Iteru is a terrible time to get involved in dealing with the person who might win the game. You really, really want to show up before that point. And you know, blue and green are technically at war, but blue sure doesn't have any interest in fighting, it doesn't seem like. So Glenda's about to fall. Okay, the blue ships are in the water. This is bad. Yep, purple's about to be completely wiped out. I got here too late, man. Well, so if we're gonna make this deal with purple, we have to make it this turn. And this is too much. I have to cut some of the text. We can get that. These are the ones I want. Hydrology, uncommon armor. Uncommon armor doesn't actually help us. Like, fire ship is actually probably a better tech. We're not going to make much of an empire plan here, but we no longer can afford to even try this war. I'm going to declare war, and then we're going to pursue a science victory anyway, maybe? And hope that green... Like, we'll do what damage we can, but we can't save purple anymore. If blue is able to make some headway or give us an opening, we'll make an opportunistic attack, but I certainly can't just fight the Valters, or the Mizari. Yeah, alright. Tag me in, Chief. So we need this. And probably this. And then that's 3. Then I'm just going to research 2 things from the first era just to get us moved up as quickly as possible. So that's the research path that takes us through to the end here. What does my empire plan look like? If I'm not doing this, this would be 800, which we cannot get. I'm actually working as hard as I possibly can on influence. We will not make it to 800. But I'm going to do this for one more turn, and then we're going to swap a bunch of people back over. And we'll just take the 400 point empire plan. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Like I said, we just got here too late. So I know that I'm sure that green fleet is still chasing me through blue's waters while completely ignoring blue, and while blue apparently kind of ignores them. So I'm going to keep moving away from them. We got to get back over to safer waters here while we wait for blue to clean up this ocean a little bit, which they should be very interested in doing. We will hope. I'm going to keep the holy resource needs to remain Palladian, and if I'm not changing the holy resource, we really should be keeping it running, because we have 500 Palladian. There's no reason not to. Alright. Hopefully blue is going to make some stuff happen. Oh, it looks like Landa is no longer under siege. They were able to push back the attackers. That won't last, but it's a good start. Alright, so we can pull everybody in every city back off of influence at this point. We are not likely to get any more influence value. So let's start by moving everybody back to industry, and then we'll see if it makes sense to do anything else anywhere. But hey, we got some pretty good value there. We made some pretty good value off of our oldest friend being in a dire life and death situation. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want them to die. I just don't think I can stop it. Alright, everybody build stuff. Build things as hard and fast as possible. Let's make a bunch of military. There is a non-zero chance of a science victory. But it's not non-zero by that much. It's kind of close to 0 still. And after Osdarcha finishes that guy, we're going to need... Oh no, that's right. This is where I already built a thing. The next place would be Asamel, I guess? Asamel has a fair amount of territory. There's some science on some of this. Yeah, none of my other cities are very large. Gildren's not a bad option either. But Asimel is the next place where we do an Imperial funding. We're going to finish off all the troops that we're building now, but we're going to kind of audible into science mode a little bit here, because I just don't think I can, contribute enough to this war. And who knows, if Green is really focused on fighting this war, they may not be very science focused themselves. It might take them a long time to get to their science victory, so we might still be able to pull this out, maybe, somehow. I'm just going all the way back to friendly territory here. Now, green can attack us here, but also we get better replenishment here. Alright, so we're just doing that, I think. Although, this part's not even going to be valuable. This would be 600 influence by itself, though, which we couldn't have done. Yeah, I'll just do this. It's fine. Alright, so Veneran. Veneran is probably not a place where Imperial funding is crucial. We could build up some cryometric monitors somewhere. We definitely should. Meraven has some anomalies. I wish the anomaly... I wish anomalies under districts were a little clearer. But we have one here. We have 2 over there. Darcha's not bad anomaly-wise. It's really, Gildren. Gildren has quite a few, doesn't it? Yeah, Gildren's built on top of a botanical garden with these 2 here and another thing there. So Gildren is probably the place where the cryometric monitor makes the most sense. We also actually have the Dust Orchid extractor tech now. We're probably going to have to buy that Dust Orchid. I would love to make production lines, but I don't know if we have the time, honestly. We got to get our science going as quickly as possible, and we're not going to build that many more meaningful things after the science buildings. So while production is generally a very good thing to go after early, in this case I think it will actually delay the one important building we're going to build in each city. Here what we really need is just more land first, before we build any of this other stuff. Yep, just build up into the science. Actually, building up into the science over here is a little bit better. Well, no, this is one space off of the geothermal pit, no matter which way we do it. And here... Well, I mean, since it's so easy to do, we may as well finish the right-of-way. And then... Imperial funding here is not bad. Let's teleport this guy down to somewhere where he could potentially make a difference. Yep, just audible into a science victory while hoping to maybe break down green somehow, some way. We are going to totally run another unit into that army in a second, so I don't really want to move them. Alright. Yeah, we're finishing this Titan as well. So this army is almost full. We have 2 heroes, 2 armies. Pretty much ready to fight, except for, you know, the health thing. But man, we are facing a somewhat superior foe. A foe who's only, to be fair, green is only superior to us in literally every way. Except for, like, organizationally, I guess. Also, that Titan did not finish. I thought it said 1 turn at the end of last turn, didn't it? Alright, over here we want... probably just another burrow. Grab all that terrain, and then we can talk about good science buildings, like this advanced alchemy lab, perhaps. Okay, so now I want to push... right, still closed borders from blue. I was thinking we could push along the coast and just, like, do a little scouting. And blue is still really not amenable to doing anything about that. I'm a little worried about this fog, too. Like, it'll be good cover for me, but it's also good cover for everybody else. If we move into this fog and there are enemies, like, right there, it could be really bad for us. Alright, I'm going to stop right here for the moment. Alright, well, we got our defense boost. But our stats are still pretty bad relative to green's. Looks like purple is holding Glanda for the moment. I wonder if green's forces have been distracted. Talking blue into the war might have bought purple the time they need. So hey, purple, you're welcome. Alright, let's just focus on gearing up our science machine and seeing if we bought ourselves enough time. Blue really does have a lot of troops. If this works, it'll be kind of funny how, like, our mutual hatred for blue drove purple and I sort of into each other's arms, and then our ability to trade with purple is what got blue on our side to potentially slow down green enough for it to matter. Oh boy, is this... Okay, no, that's just blue getting onto their victory quest. I was gonna say, if that's top level tech number 2, we're already doomed. Oh yeah, Will of Achilles. Still seeing a lot of blue units in blue territory here. Can't help but notice. Shouldn't they be in green territory? I'm a little scared to move any closer. It doesn't look like green has any ships over here. They might have all been driven off by blue, but the fact that I also don't see any blue ships over here makes me kind of nervous. There's still nobody around Glanda. Okay, so we've got a lot of units. We got probably more units than we are willing to send out into this conflict. I'll teleport you over to here. Have you just walk, probably. Well, walk to here. You... burrow, probably. Just get some more territory. We have to build out, and we have to build out pretty fast. Fortunately, we're in a place where we can do that. But yeah, definitely build down and get that approval. This might be the spot for the cryometric monitor, actually. We actually started building that yet? Well, it looks like not really. So we have 144 industry here, 196 here. No, we definitely build it in this spot. Yeah, let's just pull that out of the queue. Looks like we put a tiny, tiny amount of industry into it. It's not really a big deal. Let's get our dust orchid extractor up. It's not going to extract enough dust orchids to make a difference by itself, but it can get us some, and then we can trade or buy the rest. Trade for or buy the rest. Over here in Osdarcha, we need to probably just build burrows. Let's see, we can keep leveling stuff up by just building this way. That's probably what we should do. And here we finished an Empire Mint. This is like a very, very basic little city. Well, you have good science buildings you can get us at least. Okay, this is actually the only guy who has any move left. This army has currently 2 Titans in it. I suppose he'll be the final troop for it, and then these guys will just like go into Osdarcha's garrison to defend against pushes from green. Let's see if we can't take something off of green. Maybe they'll be so distracted by all of blue's nonsense that they will have left Jaguarak open. It's unlikely, but not literally impossible. And at this point, not literally impossible is our stock in trade. This is all we have. So they have 4 units in that garrison. 2 of them are going to be just militia, but that means they have 2 actual terrifying units. Well, I'm going to press, because I don't have another play. my army's not doing anything if they're not taking cities off of green. Also, that city has 15 population. Also, we get to search a ruin this turn. Hooray! Hey, look at that. It was 150 dust. Oh, there's a great big green army. Showing up in time to play reinforcements, unfortunately. Okay, that thing has ended. Well, you know what? They can't reinforce if they're in siege mode. A lot of blue ships running around here, making me feel a little bit more secure. Please, please, please actually make landfall. Right there would be good. Am I allowed to do that? Are there controls for that? No, that's more of an Endless Space 2 thing. So what I'm thinking is we actually don't want to wait. Oh, never mind. I won't be able to get there anyway. What I was thinking is it was possible for us to get a 2-turn move from our coast to Shagarek with our other army, so we could do it with this army too, right? But no, in fact, we cannot do it with this army too, because the only reason I was able to do that is that I have 2 points of Swift Mover on this army. So if I were to attack right here, immediately, as fast as we can, we do not get that reinforcement army in. We do have to deal with 120 fortification on top of the extremely large amount of health that the defenders will have. But, like, maybe we have to go for that because if they have any time at all to respond, things are only going to get much, much worse. And if we manage to steal a city from them right away, that would be kind of huge. Especially in terms of cementing our bond with our battle brothers here. The AI loves it when you take cities away from someone they're at war with. It's like the #1 diplomatic modifier, as far as I'm aware. Okay, you guys probably need to just build more burrows. We just need more. What if we had even more land? Unfortunately, there's like no science on the tiles around here. But resource points. Lots and lots of resources in general. Okay, we're finishing science buildings in places. We have some dust that we should probably use. Oh, this guy should run down to Osdarcho. He can probably just make it in one. Oh no, it takes 2 moves. Oh, we don't have right away in Rigsina is why. These are not actual roads. Yeah, fair enough. This is 3,200 dust. Oh, you know what? There's a new crop of heroes available. Are there any science boosty heroes? Science boost 2, dust efficiency. What I would really have liked is I can't remember her name now. Zarcha Atenal, I think, is the name of the Broken Lord's hero who has science boost. Alright, well, Chief Sapper List Ajandek has science boost 3. That's probably the winner. This guy has an open skill point and science boost 2 and industry efficiency 2. Wow, this is actually a pretty good hero. And plus science on volcanic terrain. We have some volcanic terrain. We don't have a volcanic region, but this guy could become, well, Governor of Osdarcha is kind of a taken position already. But there's some volcanic terrain over here. Yeah, Dino doesn't have a lord yet. Okay. Yeah, that guy seems all right. That's an okay use of these resources. So let's put you in here, and at some point we're going to want to pop all of our citizens over to science, and when we do that we will be glad that we have access to these titanium tomes. But for right now, I don't think he needs... Oh, that's true. We do have access to the Mithrite trinkets as well. What can we get from Mithrite trinkets? +2 approval for every unit garrisoned in the city. That's interesting. It looks like not really a lot of good stuff here. Well, hold on. Let's do this because we know we want to do that. And then let's pop in here and really look at these. So, City Guard 1. Okay, +2 morale from city tiles. That's like totally fine. Disease immunity, forest resonance, which gives you extra, I think... Is it attack in forest? No, it's... Okay, it doubles the defensive bonus provided by forests. Resistance boost. Obviously, we don't want these army things. Okay, so not a lot of actual governing relevant stuff. Alright, his skill point is spent. Another thing we could do with dust is We could put some weight behind that, but honestly, like, we have access to the full marketplace now. We should have a quick look. There's a lot of Moonleaf available. It's 55 Moonleaf to run a booster. We should try to, like... Hold on. First things first, let's sell, like, a huge amount of glasssteel. Unfortunately, you can only sell it 10 at a time. But that's enough to buy ourselves the Moonleaf booster we need, right? It's 55? Yeah. We should definitely have Moonleaf running. Oh, we've mined enough dye naturally to push ourselves over to Fervent, which is also awesome. And then, is there Dust Orchid available in the market enough to actually run a booster? There is. So let's sell several hundred more glasssteel. This Dust Orchid is just all kinds of great. I kind of forgot we had traded for access to this half of the market. Alright, this is going to be a little bit more expensive. We can sell some Palladian. Palladian sells for twice as much, and we really, really don't need all the Palladian we have. So I'm going to need some. I'm going to need some more dust. Okay. It's the Dust Orchid. We are currently at 30. I need to buy 25 more of this stuff. Pop that as well. Okay, so we are now sciencing and industrying and influencing at our maximum possible values. We could sell some more... hold on, what other luxuries are good? We could use spices. We could be running spices. We could be running Red Sang, both of which are relatively cheap. If we just like really lean into sales here, spices would be great. The Red Sang's probably more important, actually. Let's do that first. I love the fact that in Endless Space 2, you can sell more than 10 of a thing at a time. Was that the 5th purchase or the 4th? That was the 5th. Alright, so we need 5 more of that. And then I would love spices as well. This is going to be about as expensive as that was. 5, and there we go. Okay. Oh, that's right, I already had 5 spices. I did not need to make that last purchase of 5. Okay, we are maximally fervent. We are offsetting all of the approval loss from building all these burrows. We are getting stuff rolling. We are also producing 122 dust per turn from our trade routes, which means that... well, dust water's not available. Which means that... Where is it? Oh, is there not? Okay, grass silk. Grass silk would actually would pay for itself, probably, but there's not enough to run. We could run a gold booster, though. Probably should. We're probably spending a ton of money on building upkeep right now, so this will also pay for itself. But we have to actually be able to buy it. Thing is, we can still do this a lot. We hit the price floor on this, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I have any already? I had 2. So 5, and then also give me 3 more. Pop that booster. Yep, that's going to pay for itself. And then we might be out of good ones to buy. Hydromiel is probably... How much are we paying for our heroes right now? It's a lot, right? High-level heroes have a lot of upkeep. So 67, 46... It's like 160-ish, close to 200... A little under 300 in total, it looks like. So 75% off of that for 10 turns is going to save us a couple thousand gold. And it is not going to be a couple thousand gold to run this booster. Although, we're starting to get a little bit low on resources here. No, I was saying gold. You know I mean dust. Yeah, this is worth the purchase. Okay, I need to sell one more time. May as well run that as well. Okay. Okay. We are working as efficiently as we can toward hitting those science techs. Is this going to be enough? I don't know, probably not. Let's pay attention to this. See if it is at all feasible here. We want to be very careful about attacking this while while they are still doing their buyouts for the turn, or while they're still moving stuff around. We want to get this into siege mode as quickly as possible, though. Gotta wait until that option actually lights up. Because if we took Jagarek, if we took a 15 population city off of them and could use that as a place to teleport to... why am I not allowed to siege the city? It's definitely now actually my turn. Okay, can you actually move to here, please? Okay, and now siege the city. Now attack the city. Purple has been eliminated. We have failed to get the Reliquary of Ariga. I'll give you 2 guesses as to who has that. Blue is building the Temple of the Earth's core. Oh dear. I attacked and they teleported every unit in the universe to this city. Well, the good news is, those units all teleported after the battle started, so they will not be participating here. The bad news is, I'm very likely to lose this city. More levels of science, please. Hey, did I... First of all, did I actually spend all the skill points he has there? Was that just 1 level up? Yes, okay. Did I trade for Alliance Tech? I did. What if we just, like, allied with Blue, though? Because if we ally with them, then their units will be able to show up as reinforcements in our battles. Oh, they're not into this. We can make it happen, but it's going to be expensive. Do they want anything else? They would love all of my Palladian. Okay, so we could make this happen, but it's not going to happen this turn. So we just got to fight this. They expect that I will lose this battle. I can see where they're getting that idea. That guy has 1100 health. Okay. This is a Kekator with 199 damage. Even their militia are pretty scary. Okay. Let's do this. If we took this city, it would be huge. It would be incredibly huge. It would be, like, unbelievably incredibly huge. So we want the hero to be the furthest back, right? So we can take advantage of the crazy range bonuses. I think this is a pretty reasonable layout for our guys. Maybe the second Titan should be here. And then we should probably have the healthiest archer up front. Okay. So we want to focus on this guy, right? This guy's dealing the most damage. And he has Chain Lightning. God, he has Chain Lightning. Everybody needs to shoot at the Kazanji. He is the only enemy that matters. Oh, the good news is he can't actually attack us. That's actually really good news. So everybody gets to shoot at him, and he doesn't get to Chain Lightning me at all because he can't interact with us. That'll probably only be true this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so with the extra range, everybody should be able to reach him. Hopefully he won't fly anywhere crazy. None of my units can move, though. I'm actually going to have these guys hold position just to make sure nothing wild happens with our movement. Is their lord here? Oh, I'm getting a little confused here because there's units that are armies on the world map that are showing up in the city. Yeah, that is an open spot. It just didn't look open because there's a world map army standing on it. Are we really hitting him for that little? Come on, guys. Oh, he has so much defense. Yeah, this is confusing. This is hard to look at. Alright, well... I really wish it would clear all the world map clutter off of the thing. This isn't usually supposed to be an issue, because technically the thing they did here they shouldn't have been able to do. You can't teleport units around. You can't move units into an area where a battle is currently happening, generally. Probably for exactly this reason. These units should have had to wait until after the battle resolved to teleport. Which means they shouldn't have been able to teleport here. Because this city will have fallen by the time well, maybe. Actually, no, it won't have, because there's apparently we cannot kill this Kazanji. He's, like, definitely the #1 threat. We definitely want to focus on him. But, yo, it is not, we're not doing any damage here. The good news is, we're manhandling the other dude. I'm not worried about the other dudes at all. Oh, he's gonna fly into the middle, isn't he? Well, not much for it. We're close. We probably will kill him this turn. Oof. did cut that Marine in half. Oh no, zeros. Sorry, we probably will kill him this turn if we don't do a bunch of zeros. There we go. That's real damage values. Welcome to the actual battle, you guys. Okay, good defensive impulse there. Probably it is time for you to get aggressive, sir. Okay. We still have a lot of enemy to get through here. Okay. The ranged unit is the next thing. We're not gonna win this. Like we're gonna do a good job here, but we're not gonna be able to finish them off. And then they have all these units in position to attack me. We're gonna lose this army. Well, we have another army, so they won't be able to immediately retaliate on us. And we softened them up for blue. That's a way you could think of it. God, look at that attack range. It's beautiful. Alright, come on, guys. Let's see those 173s. 260? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I need. We get to hold down that militia guy forever. Phase 5 of 6 begins. And look, our damage is good. Our attack is good. They just have so much life. Finish them off. Oh no, my Marine went, or my Titan went down. I do not think we have the damage output to finish this guy off. Okay, 173. You know, if we get a couple more 173s... Oh my god, please, please, please. No! Somebody dealt half damage and that makes the city not fall. Oh no. And now they have every unit in all of history over here to help defend themselves. We need more attack more than anything else. The damage is not getting through. So yeah, now we can't take the city anymore because now it has 1,000 units in it. Also, this is not how this works. There's one tile in the city that you're allowed to teleport guys to, and when that tile is full, you can't teleport guys to the city, right? Isn't that how it's worked for us? Like, they should be able to teleport at most one army over here. Man, that's heartbreaking, though, that we missed taking the city by a single unit rolling half damage instead of full damage. Well, now we back off and let blue handle it, right? God, this would have been a cool city to take. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose my army if I stay. So we back off. Blue can go for it. Hopefully they can figure that out. I do not have quite the strength to make it happen. And I still can't move through Blue's territory because they won't ally with me. Alright, what else do we need to do here? We need to try to figure out... An alliance with Blue would be valuable, right? So we need to try to figure out how much we have to move people over to influence to make the alliance happen potentially next turn. And then once we're allied with Blue, we're going to be a lot better at fighting this war. Because first of all, I'll be able to move through their territory when that makes sense, and they're going to have territory over here. And secondly, we'll be able to ride to half victory on the back of their Temple of the Earth's core, which, yeah, is something. So you know what? I think I'm going to call it here. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if we can make even better friends with that guy that we were trying to murder not that long ago. And we'll see you then.